So I wanted to talk about something I've noticed from the Democrat Party and, well, the left in general when it comes to their activism and lately even elections. That being the odd trend to get naked. This primarily comes from what appears to be the more feminist areas of the left, as these feminists see it as some sort of empowerment to get naked and flaunt it, as well as some sort of attempt to stick it to the patriarchy, as if men have ever had any objections to seeing women naked. I mean, maybe some do. I mean, maybe there are some women you don't want to see naked. I mean, everyone has their tastes, but that's besides the point. So, I mean, whenever the left protests, there always seems to be someone getting naked. I mean, there were topless women that ran up to interrupt a Bernie Sanders rally to protest, something. There was a completely naked woman just walking around protesting the police during one of the Portland riots. I mean, there are lots of more examples of women completely nude, topless, or just semi-nude protesting. Protesting everything from the police, climate change, the wage gap, eating meat, whatever else they want to protest against. I mean, it's like there's some Democrat or left-wing rule that says when you protest, better be ready to get naked.
Fuck Donald Trump! 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 Fuck Donald Trump!
So, of course, this extends to elections as well as Trump himself. Now, this could have and probably has happened before Trump. But just me personally, I've noticed since 2016, with each election, we see Democrats getting naked to protest Trump or to even promote the election itself. Like in 2016, 100 women got together to get naked in protest of Trump and the RNC, claiming they want their daughters to grow up in a society where they have equal rights for women. Okay, so first off, women have equal rights. Like, I don't know what rights men have that women don't. Secondly, your way to fight for those rights is to get naked. I mean, seriously? That's the best you can come up with? I mean, feminists want to talk about how women can do anything they want and aren't just sex objects for men to oogle over. Yet, apparently some of them are perfectly fine getting nude and showing themselves off as if they're nothing but sex objects. I mean, really, did the guy that set this up, that Spencer Tunick, did he just put out an ad for 100 women to come to his Trump protest, then convince them all to get naked? I mean, oh yeah, ladies, this will really own Trump. So, speaking of trying to own Trump, so next, in 2018, Democrats put out what they called the, and I'm not making this up, the Grab Them by the Ballot campaign, where a bunch of women decided to get naked, covering themselves with a ballot and a hashtag slogan, with it being obviously a play on what Trump said in that leaked audio about grabbing them by the pussy. So it's supposed to be some kind of own on Trump. But this is what they thought was a great idea to get the vote out. I mean, why? Why is this a thing? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a guy, as you can tell. I love women and love me some naked women. But why is this an election strategy? Are Democrats that desperate they'll get their female constituents to get naked and shake their butts for votes? Well, why not? I mean, it certainly seems that way when Democrat voters are willing to do it, and so are the people they look up to in Hollywood. As with this most recent example of a bunch of celebrities making a video of themselves, naked of course, to push what they call naked ballots for the 2020 election.
I'm naked.
I am completely butt-ass naked.
I'm naked.
I'm like naked.
There isn't a man behind me. These are my hands.
Why you want me to be naked?
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ruffalo, put your clothes on.
To be honest, I wish I could cover my hands with my boobs, but here we are.
I'm here to talk to you about voting. Did you know that ballots could be naked?
And if you don't do exactly what I tell you, your ballot could get thrown out.
This is my ballot. Just got it.
First of all, when your ballot comes, you're supposed to read the instructions.
Read and follow the instructions that come with your ballot.
If they say to use a black pen, use a black pen.
I know that's like literally the least sexy thing a completely naked person could say, but...
But I have crumb like can of Pepsi. Is problem?
Number 2.
In some states like Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
There are 2 envelopes you have to stuff your ballot in. Otherwise, it's called a naked ballot.
Naked ballots. And you don't want to have one of those.
Number 3, mail your ballot in as soon as you can.
Don't sit on them. Get those things out ASAP.
Like now.
Do it!
Get it in as soon as you can.
I gotta get my ballot to the motherfucking post office. Let's go.
Please vote.
Take your clothes off and vote. Vote, vote, vote.
Everyone's voice matters in this election.
Please vote.
America needs you.
Oh, good Lord, that went on for too long. But seriously, what the hell is wrong with these people? No one wants to see you brain-dead celebrities naked. I mean, I certainly don't. But again, why is this a thing? Why do Democrats want to get naked and they'll take the excuse of something called a naked ballot for an election as an excuse to take their clothes off? As if this is some kind of means-tested, surefire way to get people to vote. I mean, oh damn, I saw Sarah Silverman naked telling me to go vote. I'm totally convinced now. Yet you see this off-the-wall nonsense and think, well, it can't get any dumber than naked celebrities telling me to go vote. Well, you'd be wrong. Actual elected Democrats want to get in on the fun too. With these Pittsburgh Democrats who are currently on the county council doing the same thing, getting naked as a means to persuade people to go vote. And again, why do they do this? I mean, it could be for a lot of reasons. Maybe they do just like getting naked. Maybe they do just think it's some kind of statement of empowerment, that society and the patriarchy can't hold me down. I mean, maybe they do think getting naked actually motivates people to go vote, for whatever perverted reason. I mean, what I think is, at the end of the day, Democrats and these far-left movements simply have no shame. And by that, I don't mean they should be ashamed of their bodies or anything. I mean, no shame across the board. That they believe themselves so morally righteous in their beliefs that anything is permissible to achieve their goals. Basically, the ends justify the means. And you see this in the way they attack people, belittle people, wish death upon people. I mean, they're willing to spread lies that they know are blatant falsehoods. I mean, with all of this in mind, getting naked to be provocative is nothing. I mean, yet all of this are things that any normal person with any modicum of morals would feel some type of shame in doing. Yet the left has lost any sense of shame when it comes to advancing their political views. I mean, I seriously wouldn't put it past them to put up some kind of sex video to persuade people to go vote. I mean, they're that shameless.
We all know Katy Perry is with her, as in Hillary Clinton. And now the pop star is getting out the word about getting to the polls.
I'm getting ready.
She's teamed up with Funny or Die and Rock the Vote to educate the people. Her message, just roll out of bed and go vote on November 8th.
If you're like me, I sleep naked. Yep. Let those babies loose, because no one ever said...
All right, ma'am.
What?
All right, that's enough of that.
No. I read the Constitution. I know that I have the right to vote naked.
Did you read it, or did you just briefly scan it?
Come on. No. Come on, let's go.
You too? scratch that. Gotta wear clothes. My bad. See you at the polls November 8th. Ah!
The left will use whatever means at their disposal to get people to do what they want, even if it means pimping themselves out. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. You can find more of my opinions over on my Minds page. You can also find me on Parler and Twitter. Links for everything will be in the description, of course. Thanks again, and God bless.